this chord here, this happy chord, doesn't even belong in this key. So they went out of the way to include a happy chord in a place where it doesn't belong, just to get that Elden Ring feeling. Hey music friends, this is Davi Vasc. I'm a music composer for games, and the release of the much anticipated DLC for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree is approaching. So today we're gonna listen to and talk about the music in the latest story trailer for the DLC. I've never seen this trailer before, so I'm excited. I've been told there's some cool music in it. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, from software.
Mikula the Kind spoke of the beginning.
Some
The
harp,
seduction
very gentle.
and the betrayal.
Whoa!
An affair from which gold
Am I
arose.
imagining things? Did they hold up? I didn't expect to have to pause so soon. But am I imagining things? Did they just reference bling bling blonde here? Do you know what I'm talking about?
And the betrayal.
That sounds to me like a very subtle hint added to the general aesthetic of, you know, From Software games and Dark Souls. And people have told me that Elden Ring is related to Dark Souls in some way. So check this out. So they're doing this. And the full Gwyn Lord of Cinder little phrase that it became so iconic is this. Right? So it's almost the exact same notes, but in here they are omitting one of the notes. They're doing like a 2-note version of it. This Gwyn Lord of Cinder theme became like iconic for Dark Souls, right? It speaks of deterioration and decay and decadence, which are strong themes in Dark Souls, and I've been told are strong themes in Elden Ring as well. But I've never played Elden Ring, so take all of that with a grain of salt.
An affair from which gold arose.
We have some vocals.
And so too was Shadow born. What followed was
Again?
a war unseen.
War.
One that could never be put to song.
And we have some organs here. Organs in...
Purge without grace or honor. The tyranny of Messmer's flame.
Amazing, yeah. Again, guys, I've never played Elden Ring, so this in a way makes it even more fun because I'm trying to guess things based on just the music that I know from the main game in Elden Ring. But in the main game of Elden Ring, they used organs a lot because there were a lot of religious themes in the main game of Elden Ring. They used organs a lot in, for example, Godskin Apostles, in Mo, Lord of Blood, right? So again, they're using organ here. It seems like this religious themes are coming back. And the organ, of course, being a very religious-related
One
instrument.
that could never be put to song.
And choirs, of course, as well.
Without grace or honor. The tyranny of Messmer's flame.
This looks so good, man. The strings are taking over. They changed the time signature. Oh man, this feels special. This little part here. This feels familiar in a way. Maybe it's just the fact that they are presenting this melody so nicely. They're begging us to pay attention to it. I wonder if it's a recurring theme from Elden Ring, or if it's just a new theme from the DLC that they just want us to pay attention to because it's going to be an important theme in the DLC. But either way, they are switching to a triple meter here, which is a tried and true From Software trope at this point. When they want to ramp up the intensity of a track, they almost always change the time signature to a 3-beat measure like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The 3-beat measure sounds dancey and more dynamic, and of course with From Software music being so dark and brutal, it creates a very disturbing contrast, right? Dancing and like this brutal dark music. This is something that they do all the time. They do that with, I would say, most boss battles. And also there's that, speaking of boss battles, whenever they switch to triple meter like this, it gives off a kind of boss battle vibe. I wonder if remember, I told you it seems obvious that they are begging us to pay attention to this theme that they are presenting here. I wonder if this is the theme of an important character in the DLC or something. Okay, they resolved.
And so kindly Miquella would abandon everything.
They're setting up a rhythm here. Oh my god, I can tell they're setting up like a big piece for the end of the trailer.
His blinding strength. Even his fate. But we are not deterred.
Oh, amazing melody, man.
We choose to follow.
And it's interesting. It's interesting how the music is taking over the trailer. In the beginning, there was just some little harp. I was having to pay a lot of attention, close attention to even listen to what was going on. Now it seems like the opposite. The music is taking over the voiceover. But the melody that they presented here is very cool.
His fate. But we are not deterred.
The time signature here seems weird as well.
Will you walk with us?
Hold up, I have to check out this. I think there's more stuff after this. I have to check out the time signature here. It seems weird. Oh.
But we are not deterred.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. It's actually still just a triple meter that they were using before. I thought it was something more complex because they are using a lot of syncopation here. Syncopation is just they're including these notes on beats that we don't expect, beats that are not very usual. So it makes the rhythm sound more complex than it actually is. Man, it makes the rhythm very, very rich, very cool. But more importantly, man, listen to this melody.
But we are not deterred.
They are using a very particular scale here. Listen to this. Listen to how eerie and weird and alien and magical this melody sounds, especially on top of the chord that they are using here. Right? Man, it's a very particular scale, like I said. This is a Greek scale called Dorian. And it's it's perfect for this because it's kind of disguised as a regular sad chord that we're used to. But then this note, when this note comes in, listen to how eerie it sounds. There's a little touch of disturbing, which is perfect, man, for this scene. Like, it seems like a kind of a surreal, magical scene. And
we choose to follow.
look at this. That's amazing, man. Like, you can tell, like, these guys are masters at making music, because going as far as using a very specific scale like this to make the exact precise mood that this scene requires. I can tell you that just using a regular scale like the sad chord scale that we're used to would not give as an impactful sensation as they were able to pull off here. Let's see this again.
But we are not deterred.
It's a very unique feeling, isn't it? It doesn't feel like anything else.
We choose to follow.
Dude, and you know what I noticed? I don't know, it's probably just a coincidence. But look at this. This guy, doesn't this guy look kind of Roman? Right? They're using a Greek scale. I don't know, that's probably far-fetched, but I couldn't help but notice it. It's probably a coincidence.
Will you walk with us?
Hold up, listen to how happy this sounds. Elden Ring has always been the From Software game that was most inclined to make more positive, heroic music. Listen to how blatantly happy this sounds. especially this chord here. Right, they start on the sad chord. This chord here, this happy chord, doesn't even belong in this key. So they went out of the way to include a happy chord in a place where it doesn't belong, just to get that Elden Ring feeling. You know, Elden Ring has that characteristic to its music. It's a bit more positive, and it allows itself to be more heroic, even though the disturbing, brutal stuff from Software stuff is still there. 21st. And that melody again on the vocals. Whoa, that was really cool. Man, I did not expect to find so much substance in like a 3-minute trailer. Hey, if you're super hyped for the Elden Ring DLC, I can help you pass the time until the release. If you binge watch all my Elden Ring music videos over here, by the time you're done, you'll be a little bit closer to the DLC's release. So check this out, and remember, whenever you're ready to spread your wings and go on a music journey again, I'll see you there.